Now, yes.
Okay.
Who's the buyer? Who's the seller?
I think that I'm the buyer, if I remember correctly.
And who's the seller?
I believe you would be the seller.
That's correct.
Okay, so okay. Okay. Hey Casey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. And I believe you have a dog.
I do. She's whining over there in the corner.
Oh, okay. How's he now?
She's good. She's good. They went to the park today, so hopefully they got all their energy out before our meeting today.
Okay. So today the purpose of our meeting is to expansion of our WestJet airline to social media, which is Snapchat and Pinterest. So I believe like if we expand our airline and if we expand our services to those channels like social like Snapchat and Pinterest, it will add a great benefit and profit to our organization. And as you know, like these days more people are into social media, like they are using Snapchat, Pinterest, Facebook to for any kind of reservations for hotels, airlines, and stuff like that. So, and our other competitors are also providing services for through these channels. So yeah, so what we believe, our team believe, like if we do our expansion on these channels like Snapchat and Pinterest, it will add great value to our company. And so and it will a value plus it will build our repo also, and it will build our existence and our presence to these platforms. And you know, like nowadays Snapchat is growing more and more into youngers. Like if like the age group from 15 to 25, they are using more Snapchat. So my belief, like our team belief, is to it will build more profit to the organization if we expand our services to these channels. So what do you say? How do you see it? Like before your current role, you were also in marketing and in my position. So what's your stance in that?
Right. Well, I do think that marketing and social media can have a lot of benefits for the company for sure. And especially in my role now, having to adjust the budget so that we are able to do more with it. And I understand the social media being a big part of what gets our name out there. But specifically launching more into Snapchat and Pinterest, why do you believe that those specific platforms are worth that increase in budget to utilize?
Okay, so initially, so for our budget for the year is $1 million, and initially we start with 200,000. And why Snapchat and Pinterest? Because we are already we are already providing services, or we are already have our pages on Facebook and Twitter. So these only so Snapchat and Pinterest are the only media channels right now where we don't have our existence. So and these channels are growing more in numbers. There are more users using Snapchat and Pinterest nowadays after Facebook and Twitter. And there are our competitors who has our pages and who are providing services through these channels. So I believe this channel would add great value to our company.
Great, great. And kind of going more into the launch specifically, I guess, of the two platforms, Do you have any kind of idea of what that might look like, introducing the two platforms, if there would be any specific post or something along those lines?
Yeah. So we will create a page where we are providing our services like reservations, bookings, customer complaints, and handling all other events. And we are promoting, we are giving deals, and we will promote our airlines, and we will share a good feedback from customers, and we will look into it, and we will try to handle complaints within 24 hours, and yeah, stuff like that. So it will add a lot to our company's presence and to our company's credibility. Yeah.
Great. Good to hear. Good to hear.
So initially we will start with the workforce of 8 to 10 people who will start working on building the page and the services what we are going to offer, and how we handle that page, and how and what content we are going to post on those pages, uh, and the resources. And for budget, we are looking at around 200,000 for first month, or you can say for first 2 months, and after that we will see where we go, if it's contributing a lot to, and what to, and up to our vision, so we can carry on with this plan and with this strategy. So what do you say about that?
That sounds great. Did you have any specific breakdown of if you're wanting to put equal funds into the launches of Snapchat and Pinterest, or if it's going to be more going into Snapchat than Pinterest, or more going into the Pinterest versus the Snapchat?
Really high
Yeah, so
news.
sorry, who okay, so yeah, back to our meeting. So yeah, so we are planning to invest 60% on Snapchat, because it's a bigger platform than Pinterest, and there are more users, and for rest of the 40% we are using on Pinterest. And yeah, that's how we allocate our budget and our resources.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. So what do you say? Are we getting the initial funding so that we can start working on our project?
Yes, everything sounds good. Definitely shoot an email with some rough numbers, kind of breaking down the budget and why specifically Snapchat you're wanting to put a greater percentage of that budget into. But everything sounds great, and sounds like we got a deal going.
Okay, thank you so much, Cassie. I will go ahead now and shoot you an email with a sum up of statistic numbers, and how we are going to allocate our resources, and what are we going to present on our pages, and how we deal with the with all the data.
Great,
So
sounds
yeah,
good.
thank you so much. It was really nice meeting with you, and I will now go ahead and shoot you an email.
Sounds great. We'll talk to you later.
Sure. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so we are
So
good
now
now.
I'm the seller, and then let's see. I guess Isaac, would you be the buyer? Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Sorry, it's cold in Calgary right now.
No worries. All right. Good morning, Casey. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Faith. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm enjoying the kind of cool down weather here in Houston. I see
It's good.
you're nice and bundled up, so it looks like weather's not too bad for you right now.
Oh, it's glorious. I mean, it's Christmas all year round up here. I can't say the same for Houston. I'm sure it's Christmas never. So
It's not. It's been nice these last couple of days in the like low 90s. It's been very good to enjoy.
okay, if that's what you call some enjoyment, right?
Right. Well, the reason I wanted to meet with you today is to talk through some of the budgeting options for WestJet in the marketing field, specifically looking at incorporating Snapchat and Pinterest into our social media outlets. We're looking to add $200,000 to the budget, which would make it a rough 1 million. This, I think, would be really beneficial to us to initially get our foot in the door with these two platforms and do it in a big way. These two platforms, specifically Snapchat, is somewhat newer to the social media world. I think it was released back in 2011, and very few, I believe 4 airlines right now are using the platform. So that gives us the unique opportunity to be one of the first airlines to really take advantage of that platform and reach new people that way. And then Pinterest specifically is another great tool that I don't think have utilized yet, that can really help us as well grow demographically and have a bigger reach, better interaction and loyalty with our customers.
I just pause you for a sec, because the way I understand Pinterest is that for like recipes or something. How does that equate to an airline? What are we doing with that?
Right, absolutely. And we can also look at a lot of other companies and how they've used it as well to help us moving forward. But Pinterest itself, it does have a lot of things like for recipes. They have like fashion things. They have all different things that may not relate to us specifically, but they do have a lot in terms of travel, destinations, creating Pinterest boards for dream trips. And using Pinterest, we can put our name out there and have us imported onto their pin boards. So that way when they're looking to make a trip, we're one of the names that they see as an option moving forward.
Pretty intuitive. I like it.
Yeah. Do you have any other specific questions on the two platforms, and if that kind of budget off the bat sounds like it would be worth it?
Yeah, so I guess one of my questions would there be a way to integrate some customer service aspects into our social media platforms?
Absolutely. The great thing about Snapchat specifically is the ability to really get hands-on engagement with them and be quick with that. And so adding that to our already existing customer service, sorry if you hear my dog whining in the
Totally
background.
okay.
But using our existing customer service and just adding these two platforms to that as well, Snapchat really does give us the unique ability to respond more quickly to the engagement on that profile.
Oh, that's great. I think you're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone here, which is my primary goal, to watch the bottom line while increasing revenue. And so what you're essentially doing is you're adding value proposition not only by increasing marketing exposure on these platforms, but you're also adding a customer service piece in there, which I think is really important for our strategy. As far as the personnel needs or just funding in general, what kind of funding are we looking at? Is it initial value and then we're growing, or are we starting? If you could just walk me through that.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think off the bat, just dividing between the two platforms, I think Snapchat would be a bigger push for that budget, and having more of it go there, just opening us up to more of a younger demographic. Pinterest tends to be pretty split through demographics, not specifically heavy in one over the other, versus Snapchat has, I would say, probably about 40% in the 18 to 31 realm demographically, and that opens us up to future customers. And so I think that off the bat would be where we focus more of it between the two. And then in terms of dividing it up throughout the year, I think that we do have a good amount put into the launch of it, just to really create buzz with the launch and potentially doing like limited time discounts, loyalty programs, or showcasing different packages in that, I think would be really beneficial. But I wouldn't want to do all 100% of that budget into the initial launch. I would say probably looking more at 50 to 55% of it into that launch, because you do want to have a substantial bit just to get that big boom when you put it out there, but not use it totally.
Okay. So I guess your presentation today is pretty convincing. I guess what are the next steps? What do I need? What do you need from me?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just moving forward, looking at statistics of our last and used social media platforms and comparing that to moving into these. From you, I guess it would just be really the support moving forward and being able to communicate with you openly on some of our choices moving forward and seeing if that works well with you and the WestJet company as a whole. We really want to move forward with our engagement in these platforms and just grow the name of WestJet, and just having your support with this moving forward would be great.
And basically, what kind of support do you need from me?
I would say, I guess personnel would be something to start with. We would probably look at around 30
No, I'm sorry.
to start. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. When I meant not physically, fiscally, like financially. What do you need?
Oh, gotcha. I apologize. We're looking at a $1 million budget in total, which would be about a $200,000 increase from what was originally projected for the budget. And I think that that extra 200,000 would really benefit us as a whole and the company as a whole.
Okay.
Did you have any other specific questions on the platforms?
Nope.
All right, great. Well, I'll be able to send you some emails with some better visual numbers for you moving forward, and some of our more hard copy plans of the two platforms. And just wanted to see how we're doing, and do we have your blessing moving forward into the launch of these two platforms.
I think so. I think it's a great idea.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me. It's been a pleasure.
All right.